Does not have to be a new year, a new you. It just has to be a healthier you in the new year, you guys. Make sure you check down below in the description box where you can find the links to TLC products, including the ISOT, the NutriBurst, the Life Drops, the Resolution Drops. There are just so many things there to help you in burning fat and staying healthy. There's even the new Immune Tea, which I'm going to order. So I can't wait to try that. And I hope they get the sea moss back. But I do love the sea moss from Mint and Ocean. I'm sorry, it's supposed to be a commercial. Yes, okay? Get those TLC products from me. And do not forget that my biggest life change has been through Kiara LASHAE, Team LASHAE, ifyoucanmove.com. You guys get cute little outfits from Peja and Amari. You also check out Just Move supplements because she is helping us with the energy. Okay, this is the energy supplement. Love it. Okay, just got my protein. Gonna get me some after I work out. So yeah, y'all, down below in the description box, support. So you guys are always asking me where I get my glasses from. So I thought I would finally give y'all a real little ad, okay? Firmoo, I can't see, bitch. Okay, I'm just playing. I'm just joking. These are my new Firmoo glasses here. Super cute, right? They are prescription because I'm like totally blind. And I got these matte ones that I think are really dope. And I felt like they would go good with the fact that I no longer have hair. You know what I'm saying? But either way, you guys can use my link and give me credit. And get you some glasses from Firmoo. Come on in. Sorry, y'all. Y'all know I'm weird. Whatever.
Hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl Bondy Blue. So let's go ahead. Hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl Bondy Blue. Okay, follow me on Instagram and let's get into the video, right?
Hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl Bondy Blue and I am back for another Married to Medicine review, y'all. This is season 7, episode 1, I believe. Yeah. Okay, so y'all know, just to give y'all a little background, Married to Medicine is not one of the ones that I've been with since the beginning. You know, it's not like that. I watched it the first season, kind of wasn't really interested, fell off, okay? Kind of kept tabs on what was going on with certain characters through other reviewers. And then season 6, I decided to pick it back up, okay? So we're now in season 7. Mariah is off the show. Behind the scenes, there's supposed to be some illegalities going on, okay? Her trying to get ownership of this show back. I don't know if that will happen, but here we are. The season has started. The girls are here. It's a show about doctors, so we would absolutely be remiss if we didn't have to go through what the pandemic and COVID has done to the doctors and how their lives are nonstop and even more busy now than they were before. You know, Dr. Eugene is an emergency room doctor. So now he's dealing with COVID patients on top of regular patients. Then you got Dr. Damon, who opened up a testing site. So a lot of the doctors are there helping folks get tested and making sure that, you know, people are able to get access to it. Because at the beginning, it was like you couldn't even find tests. It's like, how y'all don't have tests? Like, what the, hello? Like, what is the issue? Like, figure this out, government. Like, what are we paying you people for? Do your job, okay? Like, that's how a lot of us feel. Do your job. Pull yourself up by your bootstraps. Figure this shit out. But this is the position that you wanted. This is the position that you vied for. You're now in this position. Do your job. Look after your constituents. Okay? Listen. Anyway, y'all, I'm sorry. Went off into another place in my feelings about everything that goes down in the world. Okay? But yes, Simone did not come to help and test folks. Her and Dr. Jackie are still at odds. Last reunion show, it seemed as if they made up Dr. Simone, Dr. Jackie, Zoxa Heavenly. But I've been watching, and I know that that's not what really happened. I don't know what the situation is, but they have not been able to get it back to the way it used to be. And what I mean by I don't know what the situation is, is that yes, Heavenly is annoying, but is somebody really gonna ostracize their best friend because of somebody else that they friends with when everybody else was friends at one point? Like Simone, Heavenly, and Jackie were all friends and chilling and cool and on the same side at one point. So I don't understand Simone. Sometimes I don't get her. Like, I get it. You was upset because, you know, Heavenly spoke on your husband. I would really like y'all to get over feeling a way about that. Y'all are on a reality show. It would be different if, you know, these were personal relationships. Y'all on a reality show. If you think that, you know, y'all are not gonna comment on each other's situations, especially when y'all get into it, come on. Like, I just think that everybody needs to get over it. It's not that deep, you know. Like, you still with your husband. He still may not have a job. Like, Heavenly, you know, is still over there trying to figure out how to fit her teeth in her face. Like, whatever. Like, I just kind of feel like we're prolonging and we're holding on to beefs. And I can't help but wonder if we're holding on to beefs so we can have something to talk about on the show, because otherwise we would have absolutely nothing to talk about on this boring ass show. Okay? Jackie says that she extended the invitation. She extended the openness to Simone, and she has just not reciprocated. They said, hi, girl, you know, through the parking lot, but that's it. Heavenly was like, oh, you ain't talked to her. She your best friend. Or am I your best friend? Heavenly, you way too excited to be Jackie's best friend, love. I know you gonna watch. And I plan to watch you. So, you know, I know y'all be looking at us when we do these reviews, and I'm sorry, I'm not about to change how I feel. Heavenly, you be way, way, way too far in Jackie's ass. And I do understand that for you, Jackie is like the bee's knees and all of this shit, you know. See, the thing about Heavenly tends to go too hard for the people that she loves, to me. And I never thought I would say something like that. But even like the way she go with Dr. Damon. Like, Dr. Damon is embarrassed by the way you bring up how much y'all have sex and some of the other things that she does. It's embarrassing, bitch. You going too hard. Calm down. Stop calling me daddy in front of these fuck people. You know what I'm saying? Then with Jackie. Oh, Jackie is the best person. Jackie is a regular schmegular person like everybody else with pros and cons, bitch. And the shit that Jackie did last season with Buffy Parcell was some bullshit. Out of pocket, out of character, and you think somebody of her caliber would know better. So I just kind of feel like we're not about to act as if that didn't happen. And see, here's the thing. Last season, I honestly was with everybody else and felt like, you know, they made it seem like Buffy was crying over, you know, constantly over this shit, or constantly wanting an apology from somebody who was never really going to give it to you the way you wanted it. So why keep asking for it? Either way, we was tired of Buffy wanting Jackie to be sorry for what happened, right? Since the show, I've been following Buffy on social media. I've heard Buffy talk about this situation many times, okay? And I feel like I have a better understanding now that I'm able to hear Buffy speak for herself versus her being friend to the show on a show and not really having, you know, that much of, you know, your own narrative to a story that concerns you in your womb. But I think we all can agree that when Jackie got on that microphone last season and said that, you know, oh, you know how it is to be infertile, Buffy. Like, in a room full of people, bitch, I don't know you like that. Why are you bringing up my personal business like that? Like, that just wasn't something that you should ever do as a gynecologist, as a woman, as a doctor. On so many levels, that was just so out of pocket and wrong. And it doesn't matter that she was trying to draw some correlation between she and Buffy. It was not right. It was not okay. And even though to me it seemed as if she had gotten a genuine apology at some point throughout the many times that they had talked about it, I understood where Jackie was coming from. Like, how many times are we going to talk about this shit? How many times am I going to apologize? But then we get to this season, and Jackie's issue with Simone is that Simone didn't speak up for her in the situation with Buffy. And I was like, but bitch, you were wrong. You were wrong. You were the one that said something you shouldn't have said. You were the one that was crass and cold about something that's still very harmful and hurtful to somebody, about their own personal business. You were real, like, you know, just frivolous about the way you threw that out there. Like Buffy wasn't, you know, still dealing with a recent miscarriage. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of, and I didn't know that at the time. You know, when we were reviewing it, I didn't know that this was something that was like ongoing with Buffy. Like Buffy had just recently, and she ain't got to tell us that. But still, like, you know, you feel like in some type of, oh girl, you know, just get over one reality show, just get over, you know, you kind of get like that at some point once they have talked about a subject matter over and over and over again. You yourself get tired of hearing it. You know what I'm saying? But that does not negate the fact that it's a really hurtful situation for somebody. And y'all want to keep talking about it on the show, but then you expect her not to have like the natural reaction of still being hurt and you know, feeling a way about the way Jackie went about that shit. So yeah, now that I'm looking at it this season, I'm even more annoyed with Jackie. Because Jackie, you were not the victim. You were not the victim at all in that situation. So to now look at Simone like she was supposed to have your back in a way that she didn't, it kind of makes me feel like now I know why Simone is staying over there at her house. Ain't nobody got time to be babysitting and coddling the feelings of other grown-ass people when I got grown-ass sons and husbands and shit in my house to fool I lie with. If I wanted to worry about grown people and their feelings, I'm going to worry about my grown college, you know, kids and shit. I'm not going to be sitting up here worrying about grown-ass Dr. Jackie and her feelings about how I didn't have her back when she was completely out of pocket for saying some crazy shit at an event. Shout out to Tisha, okay? Child, she need to get that shit on the t-shirt. E-vent, bitch. It's a party where you come to vent about whatever bullshit is on your chest. A event. So we have a scene with Simone playing basketball with her cute little son with his little earrings. And I was like, oh, all right. Look at his little cute self. Y'all little new age kids. Look at y'all. What I don't like. He's going to college in Cleveland to play D2 basketball. Listen, that's great. But I'm in a space in my mind where I would not feel comfortable letting my son go to a school in an area where he doesn't feel safe. He expressed the racism, and it's not even that he feels unsafe. You know, we'll have conversations. Some people are not going to have conversations with you. Some people are going to hang you up from a tree and then tell the police that you hung yourself. Why do we continue to put ourselves through this? You know what I'm saying? Like, I get it. There's something to be gained, but are there not better schools with better basketball? I mean, I guess they didn't offer him scholarships, but y'all got money. You know what I'm saying? Like, why is your son going to a school in an area where he's going to have to deal with racism and he already knows it to that level? You know, coming from Atlanta, why couldn't he go to another, you know, metropolitan area for school is my question. So y'all, Toya and Eugene have moved into this new neighborhood, and Eugene is stressed out and overworked. I told y'all he works in the emergency room, so he is doing the absolute most. Their house is beautiful, but we all know that they put that house up for sale. So yeah, I'm wondering what's going on there, because it's not like there's a lack of money. They got to be working your ass to death. So it's not like Eugene not making his money. I don't know what's going on, you know, and why they're going to eventually lose this house. But Toya was just basically telling us how lovely it was pre-pandemic. You know, y'all have y'all little parties in the neighborhood and everybody drinks and you play tennis, living her best rich white lady life over there in that neighborhood. Toya, okay? Listen, I'm not mad. I am not mad at all. I always feel like it's a beautiful thing when I get to see Black women living lifestyles of comfortability that I've only noticed are afforded to white women or Asian women for that matter, okay? Or Latina women that can also pass for white women unless they open up their mouth. But anyway, you know, continuing on. Because people like to try to make Toya seem like there's something wrong with her living this life. And I just kind of feel like, no. See, I'm the type of woman that feels like I don't want to call myself a feminist because of like the things that are attached to it. But ultimately, I feel like the true progression is a woman being able to choose whether to be taken care of or to take care of herself. Either way, it is her choice and should be up to what? Her discretion. That is the real, like, you know, elevation of women to me. The choice of whether to be a housewife or whether to be, you know, a working mom or a doctor or whatever. So then Contessa, y'all. Contessa, you know, the exact opposite. Got her degree in public health. She finally finished school. Her and Dr. Scott still together. I don't know how long they're going to be together because they're definitely going through some marital issues this season, as we saw in the preview. Now, it seems as if Dr. Scott's niece and her girlfriend, cute little things, okay, look like people that I would kick it with, okay, real bohemian and, you know, real yoga and crystals and, you know, just I feel real, y'all. We into the naturalness of it all, okay? Real boho chic, bitch. Real bohemian, okay? Look, y'all know I'm into a lot of those things. I like crystals and stuff like that as well. I don't presume to act as if they have magical powers, but I feel like when it comes to meditation, it is a tool to focus your energy. Crystals have certain, meanings and things latched onto them. So if you need inspiration, if you need to get through a video and you're tired, guess what? Pull out that tiger's eye, girl. Get it together. You know what I'm saying? So I just kind of feel like it's more so of a mental thing and refocusing energy. But also people believe there's like a molecular situation, like with the energy waves, and crystals have energy just like people have energy. So when like you use things that are one with nature to help you with your mental or your spiritual, like there is a, invisible energy wavelength between all of us, whatever. Listen. You don't have to believe in that shit. You really, really don't. But the science of it tells you that the earth and us are connected. Therefore, the things on earth are connected to us. So, I mean, if you don't want to take it that deep, just leave it right there. So Jackie has renovated that big old house, y'all. It is finally the dream home she's always hoped for. But now it's time to try to get some design and some furnishing into this beautiful, large space, okay? They also talk about Heavenly throwing this big old birthday party for Dr. Damon. And it's the first time that Dr. Jackie will see Dr. Simone in kind of close quarters since the reunion. And I was just kind of like, Heavenly planned out this. Heavenly look good. Let's start there. Heavenly girl, you did look good. I was like, well, all right, with her little stomach out. All right, Heavenly. But the party though, who planned it? I know you planned it, but who planned it for you? Because the party seemed real, real my little niece, could have done a better job. Like, like my little niece about to be what it's 2021. My little niece gonna be 21 this year. My little niece 20 years old. Okay, and I saw better decoration that her and my little nephew put up for Christmas than I saw at that damn party. Bitch, not the mermaids in the water, in the pool with the mask on. Not the nobody knowing with the dress. Contessa showed up to the party looking like she was going down to the club. Dr. Jackie showed up to the party looking like she was going to a barbecue. Okay, in the 90s. And I loved it. I loved Dr. Jackie's sweater or windbreaker that she had on. But either way, y'all, I just kind of felt like, oh, this party is leaving something to be desired. It just reminds me, people that know they just don't have gifts in certain areas. You might be able to make teeth look nice, but that don't mean you can make a party look nice. So y'all, Toya and Eugene, their friend, Ania and her husband, Simone and Cecil, all get on a little party bus. They got tequila shots. Toya's getting drunk the whole while there. Okay, on the way there, before, when they got there. So by the time we get to the end of this episode and Toya is screaming and howling like a crazy person, we'll understand why. But she was clowning Heavenly the whole ride. Child, we went from living 5-star lifestyles to not going to Heavenly's for a birthday party. Bitch, it's 3 stars now. I said not 3 stars. That's messed up. Dr. Damon should at least give y'all 4. Okay, listen, y'all, everybody loves Dr. Damon. And that's the only reason why they go into this party. That's it. Some marriages are like that. Some people in a relationship is the saving grace. Okay, they are the reason why you even deal with one person is because of the other person in their marriage or something like that. That's how it is with Heavenly and Dr. Damon. Like, they deal with Heavenly. They like Dr. Damon. You know what I'm saying? But they all want Jackie and Simone to kiss and make up. And Jackie was fixing to cry in the car, but stopped herself because it's really emotional for her. And I also feel like, Jackie, we really starting to see you for who you are. You really be wanting people to kiss your ass, and when they don't, you get upset. Like, I'm noticing that. Like, I almost feel like you're more upset about the fact that Simone has not come to you than anything else. You know what I'm saying? And Heavenly is in this constant state of looking up to you and, we're not worthy and we're, like in this worshipy type of friendship with you. Not to say that that's actually how she feels as a grown woman with a husband and kids, but I think Heavenly within herself does that with the people she loves. It's like a worshipy type of love. Child, listen, I'm sorry. I put new vocabulary on things when I read books that change my mindset or, just make me think about things. And I just finished Life After Death, The Coldest Winter Ever. I need to give me a hard copy book of that now that I done finished it. But yeah, y'all, okay? And one of the things they talked about was like this worshiping thing. Like, it's okay to love somebody, to be head over heels from, but you love people up until the point of worship. And worship, I feel like, is when people, believe or do or trust without question. You know what I'm saying? And I just kind of feel like nobody should be like that with any human being. Like, nobody should be like that with any human being. Yes, I love you, but I love you for what I understand about you. I trust you for what I can trust you for. All of that. But the idea that somebody is infallible or you can't call them out for being wrong, like, that's how Heavenly feels about Jackie, and that's annoying to me. And I think Dr. Simone has gotten out of that, and Dr. Jackie is feeling a way about it. Because, bitch, what you about to cry for? Talk to us. Tell us. Because you could have called Simone too. The phone worked two ways. Just saying. And it seems to me like you was just waiting on her. So when they all get to the party, Dr. Simone and Dr. Jackie kind of come into contact with one another. They keep it light. It's about the hospital. It's kind of awkward and uncomfortable. Here comes Toya with the alcohol, They was giving out like little baskets to keep everybody safe that had shields and all of that. And even Dr. Damon was like, here's some shields, you guys. Please wear the shields, just to make sure we're protecting everybody, just to be safe. And she was like, I don't want this on my head while I'm eating, Dr. Damon. That's Toya drunk. And Heavenly was like, bitch, don't talk to my husband like that. Take the shield. I ain't gonna lie. In that moment, I totally felt the same way. Because you know how when your husband or when your partner or whoever you love is like a good person and they never mean any disrespect. So if somebody come at them a little too harshly, you be like on defense, like, bitch, don't play with no Dr. Damon in front of me like that. I understand that because that's how I am about Lyric. Like, my husband is a very nice person. My husband opens doors. My husband does things for people that I sometimes feel like okay, and not because I don't want him to help other people, but because people are rude. And I don't want him to do something for somebody and they don't say thank you, or, they are rude to him in some capacity, then I'm going to get upset. Y'all, I'm like this about my mom. So I totally understood where Heavenly was coming from in that moment. I'm not going to lie. That shit was funny. Child, I'm skipping around, but the moment when Simone had got there and Dr. Heavenly and Dr. Damon are standing there and she's like, we have the perfect marriage and we have sex every night. And Dr. Simone was like, child, you got to say it, so somebody can believe it. I was just dying to say, listen, you don't have to say it if it's true. What's real, what's understood ain't got to be talked about all the time, Heavenly. And the way you were saying that shit to Simone, I almost feel like you want Simone to be jealous of you and your relationship. Do you want people to be jealous of you and your relationship with your husband? Because that's weird to me. Like, even if my relationship, it is perfect, because there are times when my relationship is perfect, okay? And nothing is going wrong at all. Everything is all right in the world, okay? And I still feel like my relationship is my relationship, and how that works for me because I'm me. Your shit works how it works for you because that's you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't ever want to be coveting somebody's relationship because you never know what it's really hitting for, what it's really about, And that's somebody that has a relationship that people say these things about sometimes. It kind of be like, no, there are days when this shit is not perfect, when this shit is not like all 5-star. So at the end of the day, don't put all that pressure on me. So I don't understand people standing in front of somebody. Oh, I have the perfect marriage and, we ain't damn near had the perfect girl. All right, Heavenly. Like Dr. Simone said, who you trying to convince, bitch? Us or yourself? Then we see Dr. Damon and the men talking about Black Lives Matter and just wishing and hoping for some damn acknowledgement of what has happened to us. And it's, child, we still not getting said acknowledgement. I was watching, certain clips and the response to this Meghan Markle situation on Oprah. And I'm definitely going to talk about it in the Bondi Blue show because that shit got me like, confused face. Okay, so y'all, the women sit down and talk. And Heavenly turns to Simone and she's like, how many times I gotta say I'm sorry? How many times I gotta say I miss you? Like, what you need to hear for us to be back in a good place? Toya starts screaming, it's all fake, it's fake, it's fake. She's so loud, y'all. She's so loud. Simone is acting like everything is cool, but Toya is like, no, it's fake, it's fake. Heavenly, you fake all that rolling around the ground y'all did in New York City, and y'all come back here, and if it was really real, you'd have been calling her up to this point. I just kind of feel like, Toya, ain't nobody about to be running behind Simone and her bob and her shorts, bitch. Ain't nobody about to be running behind no grown woman. If I say that I want it to be cool, I feel like I should reach out once. And if you don't call me back, I'm not reaching out to you again. And if somebody reach out to me, I should eventually get back to them if I couldn't get back to them when they called me in a moment. Just to be like, yes, I do want to reconcile. I do want to be cool. So I'm going to like call you back, text you back, whatever. That's how this works. So the fact that this didn't happen, it's not just Heavenly that's being fake, if that's the case. It's Dr. Simone being fake. And the fact that Toya flips out and puts it all on Heavenly is like, we already know you don't like her. But she was drunk and she was like, kick me out, bitch. I'm ready to go anyway. Shit. All these crabs in the barrel, bitch. Okay, listen, because they had like, you know, crabs and stuff there. Child, watching her drunk ass try to eat them crabs. I was just like, what is going on with Toya? Toya must have some issues at home that we don't know about yet as to why she out here getting fucked up to this degree. Okay, because it was a lot. But that's where it cut off, y'all, with Toya getting up and walking off screaming and all of this shit. And I just kind of feel like I do not want y'all to drag out Simone and Jackie for the whole season. I really don't. I am very interested to see what's going to happen with Contessa and Dr. Scott. I am interested to see what's going to happen with Toya Eugene in this house. Okay? Besides that, first episode was lackluster, to say the least, if you ask me. But enough for me to give y'all something to talk about. So I guess I can't complain too hard. Hopefully it'll get better and it won't be as dry as Real Housewives of Atlanta. Anyway, y'all, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you have not already. I love y'all, and I'll see y'all in the next one.